Hey, what is going on YouTube? How you guys doing out there? I know you can't probably see my face too good right now, but right now it ain't even about the face. It's the Pepperhead Savage right here, right now. I'm gonna show y'all a couple of more things I like to grow. Well, one of the things I like to grow. The other one is I haven't grown in a few years. But anyway, I do more than just peppers. But I started off showing you guys peppers because this channel right here, I really like hot things. But let's get away from that right now. What I'm going to show y'all is some cherries that I like to grow. I'm going to grow a cherry tree. These are lappets. I'm going to show y'all how to grow them and everything like that, how to start from seed. And the best way I'm going to show you too, you got to let them dormant. So we're going to go through that process too. And the other thing I got that I like to grow, and there's some sugar baby watermelons. And the thing with me, guys, I know y'all see them in baggies like this, and that's because, yeah, I know I'm a budget gardener, like I said. When I eat the fruit, I keep the seed from the fruit. I don't too much like buying seeds unless I can't never get a hold of that fruit. But once I get a hold of that fruit, I get that seed, and it's on from here, baby, because I'm a budget gardener. But let's start off with what you probably need. You're going to need some water, some napkins. And like I say, these napkins are from a local restaurant that I go to. And don't let nobody tell you you can't use no white napkins because they say it's bleach. Them people evidently have never grown anything on their own or even germinated the seed. These work perfect. You don't have to get no recycled brown napkins. These right here work perfect. Trust me. The next thing is just some tape, some scotch here, and that's just for labeling. You know, that's all it is, for labeling. And some bags, because with the cherry seeds, we're going to place these in our refrigerator while we let them get dormant for 3 months. And you're going to see, yeah, 3 months for real is what it's going to take for these to start sprouting a root before you can even begin to plant them in the soil. Now, nature, when they do its thing, most of the time, cherry seeds, they do good probably if they drop in the fall. And then over winter time, they probably, somehow they make their way into the ground with whatever nature does. But you got to let them go through that dormant stage. So let's go ahead and show you what else you need. You're going to need some channel locks. Basically, it's adjusted wrench, if you want to call it. But this right here is basically some channel locks. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with those. A plate and the baggies right here is what we're going to put our seeds in when we crack them open. But first of all, first thing first, let's go ahead and we'll do that next. Let's go ahead and get our adjustable wrench set. Now you see that hole right there? You don't want it that small because when you crack these seeds, you don't want it to crush the actual seed inside the shell. You want to adjust it probably about, that's too big, maybe somewhere up in there. And let me show you what I'm talking about here. Because when you crush it, you don't want it to crush the whole seed. You just want it to break that outer shell. So cover it up, put your hand like so it doesn't go shooting everywhere. And there you have it. And here is my little seed from the inside. We're going to do a couple of them. Because the seed ain't, sometimes you can hear it shake in there. But the seed ain't very much. Now, if you try to do it from the shell around it, you're going to be quite of a while trying to go through it. I've tried it before, and it's not fun. It's basically like a bunch of waste of time, but You crack that shell on the outside. Get your seed from the middle. Hope y'all can see that, but I'm gonna do about 4 of them. Cause sometimes it just don't quite work out the way you anticipate it. Now let's go ahead and get us a few of them shells. Seed out of that shell. Like I said, I'm gonna do about 4. I don't like that cell. That seed don't look too good. I'm gonna go for another. That seed just didn't look too good for me, y'all. All right. That seed look nice right there. That seed look nice. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna place our little napkin on our plate here, saucer, along with our seeds. But before we do that, let's go ahead and write our date on our Scotch tape. Today we have, what is today? Oh, the 25th of April. So we're just gonna do 425. We know it's year 25, but I don't think we gotta waste time putting a year on it. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but 25. April 25th. And what we're gonna do is just soak this seed in this paper towel. We'll let the saturated water stay on the plate, but we're gonna get this napkin soaked up as much as we can. Let it absorb all that water. Now on the next one, you want to go ahead and kind of fold it like so if you're using these kind of napkins or some cheap napkins. So when you go to pull it apart, you ain't got to try to find the opening and your napkin ain't tearing all up on you. So let's go ahead and space the seeds about, just a little bit apart. And we're going to place our other on top like so. We're going to pour some more water on here. Let that get all saturated. Now what we're going to do is of course, you already know, we're going to place this inside of our baggie. And we're just going to fold it over like so. We're going to place this one inside another baggie, because we don't want it to get dry out too quick. If we are placing these in the refrigerator, it'll still breathe. But we're going to place this inside the refrigerator, inside the cooler part of your fridge for 3 months. So let's go ahead and place this one inside of another baggie. And then we through here, folks. We through there. Now what's left to do now is just go ahead and place our date on here. And then just don't forget to come back and check it. That's it for that one. Throw that in a nice cool spot in your refrigerator where it won't get bothered. For me, it's going to be my crisper cooler at the bottom of the refrigerator. But now let's go ahead and move on real quick and show you how I do my watermelon seeds. These here are sugar babies I got from watermelons that I had kept the seeds from. And we're going to do I'm just going to grab a pinch of these. We're just going to drop these in the water like so. We're going to let those germinate or get a little bit of saturated, but get that seed ready to be planted. But this is kind of a faster pace for it. We're going to let this stay like this for about 3 days. And we'll be back to them and when we get to planting them. And I'll see y'all on the other side of this channel. When we plant these watermelon seeds, and later on down the road, when we plant our lupins cherries. Other than that, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching the Pepperhead Savage, your Savage Gardener, or the gardener on a budget, whatever you want to call me. It don't matter. I make it happy. Y'all see what I do because I don't go out there buying no expensive stuff. I get my stuff from the Florida or what nature gives me. I don't go buying all that crazy stuff. I make it happen with what I got. But other than that, I keep repeating myself, but peace out, guys. Thank you for watching. Now, don't forget to place your cherry seeds in the refrigerator for 3 months because this is where they're going to sit for the next 3 months. And you might want to check on them once a month or every week. At least check them on them every week for the first week. And your watermelon seed, place them in a dark, dry place for the next 3 days. See you guys later. Peace out.